Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to JPDL. If it is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm not too shameless to ask for that, okay? We are on the road to 50 subscribers right now. As you guys will see at the end of this video, we have a subscriber challenge going on. I'll be giving away $100 on the channel if we hit 50 subs by the start of the NFL season. And then I also have a push-up challenge that I'm doing for every additional sub that we get. But we'll get into at the end of the episode because we have to go for a new trade. Now, we're getting into training camp now, which means we should be having daily trades, if not multiple trades a day. I feel like as we're getting camp reports and everyone's in the best shape of their life, and some guys are running routes instead of other guys, and some guys are getting the first carry in the first team practice. As we start getting some information in here, we're going to start getting more trades in the league. So this is always maybe my favorite time of the year as people are looking at their week one lineups and trying to fill their holes. And there's just a lot of activity that comes in right now. So it's pretty fun. For the most part, it's all positive. I know Justin Fields today, which I'll get into that in a minute. I mean, the reporting sounded like he tore his Achilles. He just dislocated a toe, and it's not even his big toe. And look, it's training camp. These guys are going to be carted off if they have to go take a shit. Why would they walk all the way back to the practice facility instead of just getting carted there? Can we use some logic? But because it's the Jets, because it's Justin Fields, because it's going to get clicks, oh, he tore his ACL, ha ha ha, hey, here's the Aaron Rodgers meme, blah, blah, blah. Here's Schefter tweeting it. Schefter, grow up. Seriously, grow up. What are we doing here? Is this not your first training camp? Have we not Kelsey got carted off last year for no reason. I think he needed athletic tape or something. I think he forgot his gloves back in the training room. Hey, it's preseason for all of us. We're still working out the kinks here as fantasy football analysts and as players, So, just take a breath, okay, guys? But let's get into his trade. So, the Montana Milkers, Patrick Tyler, he is an expansion team in the league, which means he's kind of, working with less. We gave him a decent start, I would say. Him and Mikkel, the other expansion team, we expanded from 10 teams to 12 teams this offseason. We gave them an additional first-round pick in 2026, an additional first-round pick in 2027, same with an additional second in both those years. And then there was an expansion draft. He got Travis Etienne in the expansion draft and flips him here for Christian Kirk, a 2026 second, and $10 at Fab. You know that Fab always comes in clutch later on down the season. I feel like at the end of trades, when you guys have already agreed on everything and then the Fab get thrown in, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, not the sexiest trade you're ever going to see, but I do want to give a little bit of a congratulations. I think this is probably Pat's first trade that he won. It's his second trade overall. But, the JPDL, we're a serious fantasy league. It's hard. There's no doubt about it. This is a bunch of veterans. This is our 9th year. Okay, we're cutthroat. There's no trophies that are handed out. There's no participation trophies in this league. Everything that you get in this league, you earn. Yeah, we'll give you a nice little starting point, but every owner on day one is going to be coming at Pat. They're going to be coming at Mikkel, seeing if they can, and we'll get into a Mikkel trade later on in a separate video. But, for Pat here, getting a 2026 second for Travis Etienne, that by itself, I think, is a win. And then you get Christian Kirk on top of it, which is maybe he's a flex. I know they got Jaden Higgins. He's been looking good in camp. I feel like every rookie looks good in camp, especially the fast ones at this point. So I really like this for Pat. I think he got more value in the trade. For Ethan, he gets Travis Etienne. Now, Etienne is the guy I kind of want to talk about in this video because he was the RB3 in 2024, or 2023, part of my championship team. My first championship finally 7 years into the league. And then was RB34 last year. They draft Bayshal Tutin from Virginia Tech. Shout out. Go Hokies. Go Keys. But they get Bayshal Tutin. They have Tank Bigsby there. Now, Tank Bigsby is kind of like a cartoon character. He just made every mistake he could last year. I think he fumbled on his first career touch or something like that. He missed a block at one point. And there's a new coaching staff in there with Liam Cohen. I know Liam Cohen used multiple backs in the Tampa Bay offense. You know, Bucky Irving had that emergence. Rashad White was good. Sean Tucker had a really big game against the Falcons, I believe, on Thursday night. But Sean Tucker, you know, he's pretty good as well. So Liam Cohen got the most of his running backs and really filtered them all through. So my point there is that even if there's another running back or two running backs that emerge there should be room for Travis Etienne to kind of ball out. And I guess it really comes down, as it always does in Jacksonville, to what you think about Trevor Lawrence. If you think he's going to take that step, is he going to be the guy that we were all promised, this generational talent? You kind of see it with Caleb Williams too now. Like, I don't know if Caleb Williams is the new Trevor Lawrence, but guys that were supposed to be transcendent athletes in the sport, transcendent quarterbacks to change their franchises, and haven't really done it to this point. Obviously, Caleb's going into his second year. I don't know what year this is for Trevor Lawrence. Is this year 4 for him? Because he had the first year, which was a clown show with Urban Meyer. I think it's year 4 for him. So, or maybe he's going to year 5. He's had 4. He's either going to year 4 or year 5. And it's time. Like, you get Travis Hunter in this offense. Brian Thomas Jr. is a bona fide star as wide receiver 1. If this offense, they should be good. There's no more excuses. So if this is a good offense, then Travis Etienne should have opportunities as the passing down back. Maybe he's not the bell cow that he was in 2023, but I think he could be a high-end, I don't know, a mid-tier running back too, maybe. And if he's that, then, you know, Ethan will get value from him this year. I think Ethan probably overpaid a little bit. I don't know. I would say, you know, grading this, I'll give Ethan a B- on this, and I'll give Pat an A, bordering on an A+ for Pat. I think this is the kind of trade that Pat needs to make, you know, accumulate as much draft capital as he can at this point. What's Travis Etienne going to do for him this year? Nothing. Pat's not in a contending position. Ethan is a little bit more of a contending position, kind of in the middle. He's probably on the playoff bubble. So maybe Etienne is that guy who can kind of push him across that edge. But yeah, interested to hear everyone's thoughts below. The thing about Etienne is he's not even getting positive camp reports right now, which is so hard at this point. I feel like everyone gets positive camp reports. I mean, Kyle Pitts today, you know, Michael Penix is like, we're going to get him the ball often as much as possible. You know, you see a lot of the rookies coming in with positive camp reports. And then for Etienne, like, he's apparently working with the wide receivers. He's getting a lot of the Evan Ingram touches. Evan Ingram obviously now in Denver. So I don't know if that's a positive report or a negative one. It's like, why is that good? Like, yeah, it's positive that he's working and getting passing down work, but can my boy get some carries? Like can he work with the running backs? He is a running back, right? Last I checked. And the new coaching staff, I guess, the last point is that it can go either way. Like, the offense can be better and they can really like Travis Etienne, or they can come in and be like, look, we drafted Bashal Tutin. He's our guy. We have no ownership to Travis Etienne. We weren't there when we drafted him. We weren't there when we developed him. Like, we have no connection to him. And so I don't know which way it will go, but interesting trade overall. I'll give Pat the clear win here. Congratulations to him. Again, no participation trophies, but it's good to get your first kind of trade win under your belt. We're going to transition here in a minute to the push-ups and the lift. You know, when I first did this, I thought it was a funny idea, and we actually are growing pretty much consistently on the channel. We got 4 subscribers since the last video, so I'm going to do 2 sets this video, 2 sets right after this when I go for the next trade. These videos will probably be like 4 hours apart, but I promise I'm recording these back to back. So I think it counts instead of just doing 4 at once. I'll do 2 in this video, 2 in the next video, but it'll basically be 4 back to back, if that makes sense. So shout out to our new subscribers, up to 22, getting to 50 soon. Let's get to 50, boys. All right, so now it's time for part 2 of the video, which is, I guess, the subscriber special. So at the end of the last time I did this, we had 18. Now we're at 22. So in this video, I'm going to do 19 and 20. So 19 push-ups, 19 bench, 20 push-ups, 20 bench. And then next video, which I'm recording right after this, 21, 21, 22, 22. So 19 and 20 here. Again, when we get a little closer, this is going to start getting tougher. I mean, last time was hard. I'm not gonna lie. So 5. But when we get to the 30s and the 40s, I may have underestimated how hard this is gonna be. So at 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just like, it's not like the individual sets that are hard, but it's like when they build on top of each other. So doing 4 back to back, which of course I'm more than happy to do. I mean, I'm happy with the growth on the channel. I just didn't really anticipate it when I did this. So yeah, that doesn't count. This will be, oh, I guess I did 20 push-ups. This will be 19 of these. 4, 5, 10, 15. All right, 19. That'll do that. And now we shall get to 20. I'll give myself a little bit of a breather, but I don't know what you guys think of that trade. Again, I think Pat won pretty convincingly. I guess Christian Kirk is, I didn't talk enough about him, but he's interesting. I feel like the Texans added a bunch. They still have a really bad O-line. And they have a bunch of rookies. Obviously, Tank Dell's hurt. So rookies take a while to develop. Maybe Christian Kirk will be good earlier in the season, and Pat can flip him. That would be my thought process with him. But he was good the last time he was healthy. So, all right. Time for 20. The push-ups I'm not worried about. It's just that damn bench. That's hard. So, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 20. Whew. And now I'm probably gonna have to be quiet here while I concentrate. Usually I give myself, 1:30, like a minute 30 in between sets when I do these. But I'm usually not doing push-ups in between, right? So that's what makes it a little more difficult. Technically I did an extra push-up. We're not gonna talk about that though. All right, let's just end this. Whoa. Okay, 20 of these. Let's get it. Ten. 17, 18, 19, 20. Whoa. All right, that'll do it for the first video. I'll go record the second video right now. You guys will have to wait to see what that trade was, but it does include yours truly, so we'll be back for that.